Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Houston Cougars and the Indiana Hoosiers. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, guys. The Cougars head coach told me this is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Hoosiers kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cougars will use their first time out here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sanford. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
Dropping back, it's Henderson. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he wants it all. And oh, what a grab on the layout on the right side.
Well, it's the first third down of the game. You can't execute it any better than that. Really nice job in protection. Good job by the QB finding the open man. Nice route, and it's an explosive play early for this offense.
Running inside, it's Sanford. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
Run in the red zone. It's Hughes. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air, it's Henderson. Right on the money. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Gonna run it. It's Hughes. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to fire. Going for 6. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Crosses midfield. He's at the 30. The 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Just a short pass to the tight end. Hard-hitting tackle.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Under fire. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
You're welcome. That's what the defensive line just said to the secondary. Ball comes out quick, inaccurate. Why? Because we're getting pressure on the quarterback right away.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Working that left side now. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Looking to pass, it's Henderson. Here's the pressure. Keeps it himself and gets the first. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The run inside. It's Hughes. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Looking for a man, it's Henderson. Fakes to grab. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. Makes it past the marker. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to...
He's loose. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. The Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking to take a shot. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. To the air, it's Henderson. Here's a hit. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. They're down to one timeout left in the half. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Marsh. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. They won their first national championship last year, something I know many in the fan base thought would never happen. And now, also for the first time, they're the hunted. How do you handle that over the course of the season?
You got to raise your sense of urgency, no question about it, David. Every day this offseason has felt like a celebration on campus for their fans. Winning that title a year ago, but now you've got to know you've got the target on your back.
I get that. I understand that. But if you're a fan, keep celebrating, baby, because you got your first natty, man. It's fantastic. Whatever happens this year, who cares? You got a ring. You were the Kings.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early.
Snags it, and he's open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's got him this time. Breaks into the open. He is in. Touchdown, Indiana.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to 16. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, man.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Wants to throw. It's Henderson. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Cougars, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Walker. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hughes. Finding some room. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! Fired in from the red zone for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Running inside. It's Richard. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Gonna let it fly. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. The Hoosiers will punt this one away. He's going to have to strike this ball well in the face of this howling wind. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. To the air on first down. Got his man on the right. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Wants to throw it again. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hughes.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field. Don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back. Let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw. But you could tell they were definitely locked in. And they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Timeout Houston, their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket from what's left in this first half. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Scanning the field is Henderson. Fires to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on third down. Houston will be forced to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And it'll be down right there. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Richard. Shows him the stiff arm. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw it again, and why not? He's going to let one fly down the middle. Upstairs he's got it. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
I gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's get right to it with Liberty taking on the James Madison Dukes. And it's the Flames with the lead right now in the first half. This has been a good one, a battle of 1-0 teams. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the American Conference.
The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think that...
There he goes! All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Shakes off the defender. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes, and they've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Henderson. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Stopped at the 16 after the interception, and that return has them in business.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Grab behind the line. It's Richard. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. It's complete to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Makes the catch. It's Marsh. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Got it set up on the outside. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Runs through, man. He might have some space. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And the punishment has been extended. His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted.
Coming out with it, it's Drake. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for space. It's Hughes. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. Might as well stick with him. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Back to pass, it's Wegman. Off the bench, arm loose, but the first one is incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game, but early on...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Cougars getting set on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Hughes. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Right down the middle. That's caught. It's Young. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got him, and nobody's close. Finally corralled, but not before he picked up the 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
To the air. It's Wegman. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He'll be stopped, and before the celebration for the turnover gets out of hand, we better have a look at that flag. Why not double the try total and go for 2? They'll go to the air. He's looking, pressure's coming, and the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead.
Indiana 30, Houston 13.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air. Turning it on! Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've...
Makes the catch, and he's free. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Back to pass, it's Hoover. Throws for the tight end. Finds his man, it's shot. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Quick completion on the out. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Hoosiers are in the hurry-up. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Indiana! And the pummeling has started.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's straight. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
And the Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. He's going for a big play downfield. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Houston. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
Yeah, and listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see. You got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath.
And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the 2, and they will draw no closer here.
Indiana 37, Houston 19.
He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. How good have they been the last couple of drives? Took a close game, turned it into a blowout, and they have the football back. Breaks into the open. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. He's up to 94 yards rushing now here in Week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. Might as well give it to him again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Buying some time. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. That's caught, it's Preston. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Richard. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hughes. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job. Under
pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do it.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Indiana! The defense takes matters into its own hands. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, though.
And they tacked on the extra point. he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And after this play, the cake will be baked. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.